The BBC Sports Personality of the Year 2025 is Rory McIlroy.
Look, 2025 has been the year that I made my dreams come true. From Augusta to the Ryder Cup and everything else in between. It really has been the year that dreams are made of.
What a night and what a year. And do you know what? Next year promises to be even better. What with the Winter Olympic and Paralympic Games. We've got the Commonwealth Games, FIFA World Cup, Solheim Cup. We've got the T20 World Cups and Rugby League World Cups. Plenty more too. So much to look forward to. We'll see you again in 2026.
Hello there. Last night was the coldest night of the winter so far. Temperatures were down as low as -9 Celsius. Tonight is not going to be as cold, and that's because there's going to be a stronger wind, which will introduce more cloud. And for northern parts of the UK, it'll bring with it some wet weather as well. High pressure that trapped the cold air is being replaced by falling pressure from the north, which is going to bring stronger winds and some rain, which will push its way across Scotland into Northern Ireland and across Northern England, with cloud heading further south. Those rain showers will be followed by snow showers across northern Scotland as we introduce Arctic air. That's the first signs of Arctic air. These are the minimum temperatures. It's going to be particularly windy in the far northeast of Scotland for a while, and those snow showers will continue across northern Scotland during Thursday. Any rain across these southern areas pushes through. It'll be followed by some sunshine. There will be a stream of showers coming in on those stronger winds, and it's going to feel particularly cold in those wintry showers across northern parts of Scotland. Further south, temperatures will be at 6s and 7s. During Thursday evening and Thursday night, there could be some snow showers falling across Northern Ireland, leading to icy conditions. And just for a few hours, we could see some snow heading across Wales, the Midlands and southern England, clearing away to leave icy patches. But it's going to be northern Scotland that remains in the firing line throughout the first few days of the year. Here we're going to find some frequent and heavy snow showers.
It's a short tram ride out of town to the Hemicycle, where more than 700 MEPs gather.
So here we have the plenary. This is where all members of the Parliament sit. You can see it's being refurbished as we speak. This is where EU laws are passed. And so members of this Parliament have a vote on EU laws, and so they have power. It means that it's quite an attractive place for people to try and influence things. But this is where Gil would have been seated, and including when he made 2 speeches in 2018, 2019, that we now know he was bribed to give.
And there's a tantalising paper trail to the man accused of bribing him. These are details from the Parliament's own website detailing Nathan Gill's trips in 2018.
Watch on BBC iPlayer.
The audience is the unique ingredient of Question Time.
We're both teachers.
We love a debate, don't we?
Yeah.
You go to different parts of the country.
I literally live about 3 minutes down the road.
I play for the local brass band.
It's a great formula. There's nothing else like it.
It's still nice to be able to say something that's really important to me.
It gives me the chance to actually take politicians to account.
Bringing power to the people. Question Time. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
What is Newscast?
There's a simple answer. It's about the news and it's a podcast.
It's not too noisy and shouty, and it's fair and it's open-minded.
The news is so bonkers. None of us have ever known anything like it.
Looking for the truth. It's not about opinion.
It's like a brainstorm between us all and our colleagues, isn't it?
You don't have to take yourself seriously when you're talking about serious subjects.
There may not be a script, but there are facts.
This is going to make me sound like such a dweeb, because actually it's quite fun.
More fun than go to the pub.
Depends who it's with. For what you need to know, when you need to know it, listen to Newscast every day on BBC Sounds.
this is BBC News. I'm Lauren Taylor. People around the world are celebrating New Year's Eve. This hour, they're marking the first moments of 2026 across Japan and South Korea. Live to Tokyo, where crowds have gathered on the grounds of the Buddhist temple at Tokudaiji for the bell to strike midnight. Tokyo bringing in the new year next. It's the South Korean capital Seoul, where bells are chiming as part of the traditions to bring in the new year. Let's have a listen in. So this is a spectacular New Year's Eve event that's been held in Seoul. It's part of a larger festival, the Seoul Light Gwangwamun Media Arts Festival, and it's the whole event has been free. A big public art installation. Huge crowds have come there this year, much bigger crowds than last year, and the festival runs through till January the 4th, but they've just rung in 2026 there in Seoul in South Korea. Well, other countries around the world have started welcoming the new year. Let's have a look at these. This was Auckland in New Zealand. They celebrated the start of 2026 with laser lights and a firework display over the city's Sky Tower and Harbour Bridge. A few hours after that, Sydney welcomed in the new year with a display over the harbour with 40,000 pyrotechnic effects stretching 7 kilometres across buildings and barges, which included the iconic Harbour Bridge and Opera House. Now, the United Nations has condemned Israel's threat to suspend dozens of aid groups from operating in Gaza and the West Bank from January. The UN's High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, described Israel's decision as outrageous, calling on states to insist that Israel shifts course urgently. He also warned that such arbitrary suspensions, I quote, make an already intolerable situation even worse for the people of Gaza. Well, it comes after Israel announced that aid agencies which refused to share information about their Palestinian employees would have their licences revoked from Thursday. Well, the aid agencies include well-known international groups such as ActionAid, the International Rescue Committee and the Norwegian Refugee Council. The Israeli government says they had failed to provide personal details of their Palestinian employees, which they say are needed to prevent the exploitation of aid by Hamas. But the aid organisations say doing so could put their staff at risk. Our correspondent in Jerusalem, Shaima Khalil, has been following the story.
They say that this move is as a result of the NGOs failing to provide verifiable and complete information on personal information for their staff. And they say that this vetting process is essential to prevent infiltration of terrorist operation into humanitarian work. The new regulations also say that an NGO could have its license revoked if it's seen to deny the existence of Israel as a Jewish democratic state, deny the Holocaust or the Hamas attacks on Israel on October the 7th, supporting armed struggle against Israel, promoting what it describes as delegitimization campaigns against Israel, calling for boycotting Israel, or supporting the prosecution of Israeli security forces. What the NGOs have said, the humanitarian country team, which includes 200 NGOs, said that these regulations are vague, arbitrary and politicized. They put these NGOs in ethical and legal dilemmas, and they undermine the humanitarian independence in their operation. In the past few hours, we've spoken to a number of NGOs, including Oxfam, Médecins Sans Frontières,